Hey y'all, Mo Wizard here. Oh, been a long day. I just want to talk to you about these assault weapon bans, the assault weapon laws that's been proposed to different states. Kentucky's got one in the woodwork still. You know, uh, Arizona has just proposed one. South Dakota got the red flag laws. North Carolina. Guys, if you get this message, you hear this in those states, guys, you need to stand up and fight. You need to make your voice heard. You need to let your opinions be known. It don't take that long to vote, guys. It don't take that long to vote at all. So you need to vote not only for presidential elections, but for everyone. It starts in your state. It starts in your county. I hope that we can spread the Second Amendment sanctuary movement across our great nation. But it starts with you and your county working together to making these votes happen to turn your county into a Second Amendment sanctuary. We do that by letting our voices be heard, letting our opinions be heard, letting them be shown. We have to vote these people out. We have to vote these motherfuckers out, or our great nation is going to become a dictatorship with a tyrannical government that I refuse to live in. You've got these people post these videos every day on this platform, YouTube, and I see it every day because I try to keep up with them, try to watch them, and they're trying to put out the same information but in a different format. They're showing you the worst possible things that can happen. I'm trying to tell you right now how to prevent it from happening even farther. That's what I'm trying to do. But their information is showing you at the worst of the worst. About a cop jumps out of the car, does a traffic stop, somebody else is videotaping. He has to get in his car and drive over to him. So how much of a threat is that? He has to get in his car and drive over to him. Jumps out, demands him stop recording, demands him to give him his phone, takes his phone. Apparently, on the lawsuit form, on the video, they looked through the phone. That's violation of our constitutional rights, guys. And then you've got these Yahoo cops out here, the tyrannical governments and the tyrant cops are out here running around shooting people. Black Lives Matter, yeah, but so does everybody else's. And that's what I'm trying to prevent. We have this going on right now, and we have pretty good rights. Most states, we have our rights. What happens when we don't? But back to that situation, this guy had stolen a vehicle or whatever with a knife. A pocket knife. Not a big knife, not a hunting knife, not a tactical knife, not a machete or sword, but a little freaking pocket knife. Probably smaller than the one I carry. And the guy on the driver's side, the cop on the driver's side, shoots this guy when he sees this knife through the door, through the window of a stationary car on the grounds that he had a knife. Now, I agreed with the guy in the video. That was an unjustified shooting. I mean, it didn't show what was going on the passenger side. If he was trying to attack the other officer or his hand or whatever, trying to reach to grab him out of the car, trying to tase him or whatever. It didn't show that part as much as I've seen, but, you have this Yahoo shooting this guy through this window of a stationary vehicle with the door closed, and it looked like the patrol car was so close that he could only get the door open about probably 6 to 8 inches, maybe a foot. So he couldn't just jump out and attack him if he wanted to. It's what it looked like to me. I mean, it may not have been. But anyway, the door was shut. The window was up. He just starts firing. He just starts unloading on this guy. And when the shots are ended, he was like, drop the knife. He's got a knife. Drop the knife. And then he leans over calmly. And I've had cops come at me, you know, in a different situation that wasn't even there, was hyped up with adrenaline. And if in fear of your life or whatever, you know, the fight or flight response, he was hyped up on his adrenaline that I couldn't even understand what he was telling me at the beginning when he approached me. But anyway, this cop just leans over and says, shots fired. Come on. He was not in fear of his life. You know, I'm a concealed carry holder. You know, if something happened like that with me, I'm not going to fire through a fucking closed door for a closed window. Not unless other scenarios are playing out. I mean, apparently the knife was in his lap anyway, so if it was in his hand, he got shot, he died instantly or on the way to the hospital. But, you know, it was in his lap, so if it was out trying to cut the other officer, it would have been in the passenger seat or somewhere else, I believe. So, I mean, yeah, I'm not an expert in forensics, but that's my thoughts on it. But this guy just shot this guy in cold blood. And what happens? He gets off scot-free because government takes care of government, guys. And we got to stand up and fight for our rights and our freedoms for every one of us. We don't have to make this about race. We don't have to break this about our beliefs. It's about all of our freedoms. And when one goes, they all go. Bernie Sanders came out and saying, we're going to, you know, if I get elected, we're going to fix the gun show loophole and whatever else, blah, 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 and more and more and more, much more. Of course, much more. They're not going to stop at one ban. They're not going to stop at one firearm. Come on. You know, you have all this stuff going on and people spending billions of dollars like Michael Bloomberg with his posse. Moms demand action. You know, we need to start our own group. We need to start awareness groups, what we need to start. You know, everybody that I have contact in my life, you know, deep down, they agree with me. They're just really, really, really misinformed. The latest guy was at the 7th rally in Frankfurt. I had an issue came up, and I was introduced to this gentleman, and I was like, you know, what's your thoughts on it? You know, that's why I'm up here pretty far away from my house. And he was like, well, we don't need high capacity. I was like, well, what is your high capacity standard? And he's like, well, the 30 round mags. I was like, well, they're not high capacity. Those are standard capacity. You know, I have many, many, many mags, but I do not have anything that's called high capacity for numerous reasons. One, they're pretty expensive. And for two, I don't think they feed reliably, so I don't want that. You know, I want something that I can rely on. So, you know, that's my thoughts on that, but that's just my opinion. If you have money to blow on that, and if you want that, you should have it. You know, more rounds the merrier. You know, there's not been one guy or one woman in a self-defense situation, or law enforcement, or anybody else for that matter, that has been involved in a shooting that says, well, I wish I didn't have so many rounds because, you know, it only took 2 rounds to shoot this guy. Nobody has said that in any history of shootings. Some people say, well, I should have had another gun. Some people said I should have had a better gun. Some people say I should have had way more ammo. You know, I should have had that second magazine. I should have had that third magazine. You know, I should have had a higher capacity magazine. You know, that's retarded. You know, watch your limits on the magazines. You know, 3 rounds, 10 rounds. Guys, that's stupid. That's not going to fix anything. All they want to do is hinder us to make us give up. That's all they want to do. And we cannot give up. We have to go and vote, guys. It don't take that long to go vote. It took me longer to find where I needed to go to vote at than it did for me to vote. Come on, it's the 21st century. You take time off from work. Get off your couch. Get out of your bed. Get out of your car. Go do this stuff, guys. Not only for presidential elections, but any election. Because it starts in your counties. You have to elect the right people to stand up and fight for us. That's what's going on. And everybody's so misinformed. That's why I'm on here trying to make these videos to inform people to be on the lookout. And yeah, I started this video about talking about, the assault weapons bans and everything. Well, I think some people on their videos, they give out too much information because everybody is wanting to have everything handed to them on a silver platter, guys. Like the people who votes for Bernie Sanders. They want a free house, free education, free groceries. He's wanting to give everything free. Hell, everything but free pussy, guys. But guess what? The people who get everything 100% free, we, the people, are the ones that's going to have to pay for that somehow, some way. All these politicians ain't going to take a cut, ain't going to give up some of their money to fund this for free. No, they're going to take it out of your paycheck, my paycheck, and whoever else's paycheck, the pocket they can get into. By creating these stupid laws to make us fork out money for gun license, for freaking ammo license. Guys, wake up. Things ain't free, guys. If you get something for free, you better thank somebody because somebody has paid for that one way or another. Somebody has. So you better thank them. But, all this free shit that Bernie Sanders is talking about giving out, hell, everything free. No, it's not free, guys. We'll be paying taxes out the ass. And you better guarantee that. You'll be slaving away for nothing. You'll be slaving away unarmed for nothing. So, guys, we need to wake up, let our opinions and let our voices be heard, guys, and come out the woodworks and say, we will not let you infringe on our rights any further. And we need to go vote. Vote these people out. Mo Wizard out.